Hello once again. So today I got another track spike video comparison. This is the Adidas Prime SP2 versus the Nike Maxfly. Okay, first let's talk about what these spikes are made for. Both these spikes are made for sprints, as they are the high-end spikes for Nike and Adidas. The Adidas makes the Prime SP2 when Nike makes the Maxfly. So first, let's talk about looks. Both these spikes look very similar in ways that they have the same colorway as their white and black. The Adidas has a nice greenish yellow neon insole, which is really nice as it is translucent through the upper mesh. Really nice and white body of the shoe with black Adidas logos, and a really beautiful color changing spike plate depending on this angle and side you look at it from. Meanwhile, the Nike has the nice red spike plate. It's really nice, see-through, transparent. You can see the air zoom right there. If you look very carefully, I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up, but you can see the divider between the first air unit and the second air unit. Nike has a really nice job done with this colorway. Beautiful red matches with white and black. Awesome. Next, we're going to talk about the shoelaces, because that's important. So first, Nike can be seen to have the lead here with the nicer shoelaces, as Nike made notched shoelaces where Adidas made smooth shoelaces. This is important because when you're racing, you want to have a reliable shoelace when your shoe is tied. Notched shoelaces tend to not become undone as easily as smooth shoelaces, so that's another thing to look out for. So let's talk about the top upper of the shoes. So Nike made the Maxfly with a fly weave upper. This is a really nice upper as it's really light, comfortable, and good looking. There are no mesh vents for breathability, which I do not find to be a problem as my feet don't get really hot. So that's another thing. Really nice upper, light, thin, awesome. Meanwhile, Adidas came up with a different approach to their high-end sprinting spikes, and they made it having mesh on the top, really fine grade mesh, which seems to be really durable for long-term wise. Very fine. You can see it's see-through, as wherever you see the sole of the shoe is where the mesh is. Really breathable, comfortable, but I find the Nikes much better because it's more comfortable than the Nikes. Next, we're going to talk about spike plate. So, both these shoes are carbon plated, with the Adidas having their energy return rods and Nike having carbon fiber plate, like a full-on plate in there. So, Adidas has a 6-pin design, while Nike has a 8. No, wait, that's a 7-pin design. To be honest, I don't find any major difference between the one or a few extra pins that the spikes have, as having 6 pins is more than enough for grip, and it just provides extra weight. Adidas came up with this beautiful looking spike plate, and Nike has this nice solid translucent spike plate too. Which spike plate is different? You're gonna see at the Nike, you can bend it, but for the Adidas, it's not the same story. Really difficult to bend, as this shoe has energy return rods and a really stiff spike plate. So these spikes are, once again, Nike's and Adidas's high-end track spikes for 2023 and this coming season 2024. These bikes have really similar properties and really different properties. So as seen, Adidas has their Light Strike Pro foam, when Nike has their Air Zoom units. So the Light Strike Pro foam is really responsive, soft foam for exploding out of the blocks, sprinting really fast speeds, giving lots of energy in return, alongside with the energy return rods from the shoe embedded in the foam. Meanwhile, Nike took a different approach as they put their Air Zoom units in their shoe, one right here and another one right here. They got a carbon fiber plate, this black thing, carbon fiber plate all from the toe all the way to the heel, which makes this shoe stiff. In my own opinion, which shoe do I find better? Well, it's hard to say. Each shoe would be better for its different purposes. The Nike shoe is better for longer events. Meanwhile, Adidas is best for short sprints. I say the Adidas is good for 60 to 100, and the Maxfly is good for 100 to 200. This is because the Light Strike Pro foam is really responsive, coupled alongside the sheer stiffness of the plate, which makes this shoe really good for starts and accelerations. Meanwhile, this shoe is good for reaching top speed on longer distance events. So now, these are competition shoes. Love them, look awesome. So which one is, the main problem about these bikes is which one is harder to find. This one is the most hardest to come by. I just got lucky of how I found this for MSRP. And this is also hard to come by, but not as hard to come by like this. This bike is almost available in most countries, as they're available in most retail stores. However, this shoe, I had to import it from different places in order to find it. So Adidas bike is a lot harder to find, meanwhile this one's a lot easier to find. I'm happy with them, as I think it's worth it that I got this, and yeah. Now, we're going to talk about the heel cups of the shoes. So, one pro about this shoe is that the heel cup is really good for locking your heel in. I find that it keeps my heel locked in, meanwhile the Nike one, my heel slides out of the shoe all the time. The heel cup does not seem as good as the Adidas, as my heel keeps on moving and not being locked in well for races. Alright, that's it for this YouTube video. Hope you like and subscribe. Comment your thoughts down below, and see you next time.